So here's the story of our Friday. Good Friday morning to you. It's 55, 57 degrees around the area right now. We're going to feel moisture build in from the southwest today, kind of leading up to the second half of the image on your screen, which is today's severe weather outlook. Not a significant change from what I have been posting the last couple of days. So we'll go over what is going to happen today as the weather pattern changes from this awesome, quiet, mild stretch that we have had, little break from the crazy storms that we had previous to that. And we're going to get back into a little bit more unsettled pattern this weekend. Bottom line, we are looking at some widespread thunderstorms. We're predominantly talking about a wind threat, but that is it. So the Storm Prediction Center here has left us in most of our area in the marginal risk. So that's the 1 out of 5 on the scale for today. There is a little bit of an update down here to the south of us, off to the west. So this will be southeast Kansas. We're talking about Fredonia, Erie, Oswego, and Columbus. You guys are in the slight risk area. Storms, again, are going to be stronger to the south as we go through the forecast today. That is kind of the bottom line. So let's go ahead and take a look at forecast data going into what happens for the afternoon. So this afternoon is when we're really going to start to see the change settle in. Let me go ahead and move us up here till about the 1 p.m. hour today. This is when I think we're going to start to see some storms forming along the cold front, just off to the northeast of Kansas City. By 2 p.m., I think we see storms moving through Lawrence, Ottawa, Olathe, out to the west of Kansas City. So for the rest of us in eastern Kansas and western Missouri, so I think thunderstorms hit Kansas City down to Harrisonville, maybe starting to pick up the I-49 corridor there around 3 p.m. on your Friday afternoon. So as we move through the rest of the afternoon, here's about between 3 and 4. I think we will see this initial wave, right? May see some linear segments in this. This is why we're talking about wind, but we also are talking about predominantly a hail risk today. So I think wind is at the top of the page. Hail number 2. So here's between 2 and 4 this afternoon. As things start to move into western Missouri territory. So then as we get off to the southeast of the forecast area, starting to look for a little bit more organization, this is when storms are going to come into a little bit more favorable environment for those stronger damaging straight line winds. The instability is here up in our area in west central Missouri today, Cape up around a respectable 1,000 joules, and the other factors coming into alignment as well, but strong to severe, right on the line somewhere in there. Strong storms may see some special weather statements, starting to look for severe thunderstorm warnings as we get down here into the more southeastern parts of the forecast area. So behind that initial line, let's move up to about 7 p.m. Do expect some storms to form in behind the cold front this afternoon. These will be colder rain. So this is as late as 5, 6, 7 p.m. I am still seeing some straggling showers and thunderstorms. Still, these will be behind the front. So instability not there. Not talking about those severe storms, but just some rumbles of thunder with some heavy downpours, perhaps as late as 7 p.m. behind the front. Data has kind of struggled with the evolution of this front this morning, though, so this may or may not happen. We'll see the front move through with those thunderstorms. As for what is behind it, could just be pockets of some light rain until finally all this starts to move out of the area about 8 to 9 p.m. for sure. Like I say, if those back end storms do form at all, do think there's a possibility that they will. So just wanted to go ahead and put that data up for you today. So that is our day today. Another little short wave ripples through the atmosphere starting for tomorrow afternoon. Going to give us another wave of showers on Saturday night, but the factors really are not lining up for strong and severe storms with this one. So I think we're not even getting started with this until after 8. Eastern Kansas doesn't get precip tomorrow night until between 10 and 11 p.m. So we just don't have it in terms of instability for those strong to severe storms. So I think we have some rumbles of thunder and some more rain moving through between, say, 10 and about 3, 4 a.m. on Sunday morning for your Saturday night. So those are your 2 rounds of storms for the weekend. Not really significant rain producers, depending where you are and what you consider significant, but with these progressive waves that move through relatively quickly, I think we're looking for a little bit over 1/4 of an inch up in Kansas City. You can see this path here in the blue predicted to be where we'll see the heaviest rainfall, but even that is just a little bit over 1/2 of an inch is what we're talking about there. So the most significant thing in the forecast is that Saturday night is a cold front. that moves through. So it's actually going to do a little bit more damage temperature-wise than today's cold front. So it's going to drop us down. Sunday morning, or Sunday indeed, will be chilly compared to the temperatures that we have been having. So 70s today, 80s tomorrow, 67 for your Sunday, bouncing back up to 75 for the Wednesday. Another wind for Monday. Another warming trend digs in, which is pretty great. I think that we will see 90 degrees, which we actually saw 90 degrees already this year. So it won't be the first time, which is crazy, crazy weird. We've already had 90-degree temps. But hey, we might get back there for next weekend. So that is what I see for you on your Friday morning. We'll start watching again, I think, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, East Kansas, about 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, getting into West Central Missouri for storms this afternoon. Have an awesome day. Catch you later.